This is Stephen Cummins, head of media again for SaaStock. I'm still in the whiskey vaults here under the ground in Dublin at Dogpatch Labs, an incredible startup hub, and I'm delighted to have the wonderful Rahul Vohra, who is founder and CEO of Superhuman. How's it going, Rahul?
Going great. How are you?
I'm doing grand. I'm well into my Guinness at this stage, at the end of a lot of interviews. So, cheers. Wow, you got a Guinness too. I really like that. So I'm coming towards the end. It's the last two or three. So now, you had early success with Reportive. Is it easier? It got acquired by LinkedIn. Is it easier the second time around?
Oh, 100%. You get to skip a lot of those first early challenges that otherwise kind of often derail many new companies. Challenges like, how do you bring a initial team together? How do you get the initial funding together? And you get straight to it. Okay,
a couple of rapid fire questions for you. One crazy experience that you've had.
Crazy experience that I've had.
I'd say that you've done.
In the course of Superhuman, one of the craziest memories was in the same week seeing glowing reviews for Superhuman in The Guardian, The Economist, and on the front page of the New York Times, just all in that same time frame.
Oh, what a feeling. The best or most influential business book you've read?
Not quite a business book, but I would say The Art of Game Design by Jesse Schell. It's a tour de force in how to make products that people love.
Oh, got to read that one. Favorite musician?
Again, not quite a musician, but a whole community. This is ocremix.org. It's a community dedicated to the appreciation of video game music as its own art form.
Wow, so you're a gamer?
I am, most certainly.
Excellent. What's the most precious thing you own?
Well, those that know me well will know that I actually suffer from a sleep apnea. So the most precious thing I own is my CPAP machine. It's the thing that keeps me breathing overnight, or as I sometimes like to joke, my Darth Vader machine. Without it, I end up really groggy and quite irritable.
How did you get your first investor?
Well, I called up all the investors in my last company and I told them I was going to build the fastest email experience in the world. The slide deck was just one slide, a screenshot of Gmail with the bits I didn't like inked out, and that was enough to close $1 million.
Amazing. And how did you get your first customer?
Well, technically, it was me to make sure that our billing flow worked. And after that, one of our angel investors, Lockie Groom.
Very good. Now, you've built the fastest client in the world, but I can see that your focus on aesthetics is just as strong as your focus on speed. Why make boring old email sexy? Why make that something that's a gorgeous experience?
Because there's 1 billion professionals in the world that on average spend 3 hours a day reading and writing their email. So if you do the simple math, that is 3 billion hours per day that gets spent on email. And I'm just the kind of person who believes that we should have the best tools for the job. If you're going to spend 3 hours a day doing something, it should look and feel gorgeous.
Favorite event, SaaStock or SaaS?
SaaStock.
Okay, one tip for a new entrepreneur.
Get moving on hiring your executive team. It is all too easy to put this off and then you have to play catch up.
And for you, what's more important, rich, interesting life experiences or your legacy?
I would say rich, interesting life experiences for sure.
Okay. And if you could meet anyone alive or dead and have a drink with them right now, who would that person be, Rahul?
Well, I would pick two, both my grandfathers now sadly passed.
Okay. And last question for you. Well, I have two more questions. I have to ask this. Who's your favorite superhero?
Well, Tony Stark, of course. The consummate entrepreneur and charming to boot.
And he goes pretty fast as Iron Man, of course. Yeah, he does. Last question. Tell me one or two things that are really exciting you about SaaStock EMEA.
Well, number one, I'm looking forward to catching up on all the talks just as soon as they happen. The quality of the speakers looks incredible. And number two, I'm looking forward to sharing those notes with my team so we can all learn at the same time.
Rahul Vohra, founder and CEO of Superhuman, thanks for spending 5 minutes over a pint of Guinness with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Take care.
Slán te. Cheers.